Alright, so we're going to look at how to build the circuit for assignment 4 today. What you're going to need your IC5, your op amp chip, your resistor 2, this is 10,000 ohms, your resistor 1, this is 1,000 ohms, and your analog discovery. So you go ahead and you place this chip on the center divide of your breadboard. I'm using the larger one that you get when you take EE1A, just to make this look a little bit neater for you guys. Okay, so resistor 1, your 1k ohm resistor, goes from pin 2, and remember the pins are labeled from top left, labeled 1, and counterclockwise around to 8. So I'm going to go ahead and put this in at pin 2. Alright, so I've got resistor 1 at pin 2 over to here, and I'll talk about this side in a little bit. Now I want to take resistor 2 and connect it from pin 2 to pin 6. From 2 over to 6. Bear with me, this is kind of hard to do with one hand. Alrighty, so now we've got resistor 2 from pin 2 to pin 6. Okay, what else do we need to do? Pin 3 is grounded. Okay, I should talk about this then. So yellow cable goes to W1, and W1 is the 50 millivolt sine wave that we're going to be inputting from the waveforms. The black wire here is ground. This orange wire is the positive side of the oscilloscope 1. Red is V+, that's going to go on pin 6. No, pin 7. It's going to go on pin 7, I believe. This orange wire with the red stripe is the negative side of oscilloscope 1. So you can see it over here. Here, this thing wants to focus, there we go. So 1 plus and 1 minus are the top and bottom of oscilloscope 1. So I've got them hooked up over here like this. This thing wants to... Stupid camera. There we go. So I've got them hooked up like that. Yellow, black, solid orange, solid red, and then orange with a white stripe. Down here, I've got white, which is our V-, which will go to pin 4. Our solid blue, which is the positive side of oscilloscope 1, or excuse me, oscilloscope 2. Black is just another ground, and blue with the white stripe is the negative side of oscilloscope 2. So let's try and hook the rest of this stuff up. So pin 3 is grounded. So I'm going to take this black wire and plug it in on pin 3 to ground. Alright, so I've plugged the black wire in from pin 3 to ground. Now I have to plug in V+ to pin 7. So I'm going to take this red wire and plug it from this red wire, from this vertical or horizontal? Horizontal bus here, connecting the red, over to pin 7. Okay, so now we've got our V+ here at pin 7 connected to V+ of the analog discovery. Now let me go ahead and just take care of this whole side. So the positive side of oscilloscope 1, this orange wire here, is plugged into the top side of our function generator. So I'm going to connect orange to yellow with this orange wire. Alrighty, so I've got this orange wire jumping from orange to yellow, and that will allow the top side of oscilloscope 1 to... It's connecting the positive side of oscilloscope 1 to the positive side of our input voltage. Now I need to ground the negative side of oscilloscope 1 by connecting another black wire from this orange wire with the yellow stripe to this black wire. Okay, so I know it's starting to look a little bit busy, but if you're able to follow along, you should be perfectly fine. So I've got this black wire jumping from orange with the white stripe to black. Alright, and that takes care of this whole side over here. So what we've done so far, we've connected our function input to resistor 1. We have resistor 2 bridging over from pin 2 to pin 6. Pin 6 is the output. We've got our high voltage rail, our V plus, connected by this red wire from V plus on the analog discovery to pin 7 of our RC, excuse me, of our IC5. And we've got pin 3 grounded by jumping pin 3 with this black wire to our ground on the analog discovery. Now let's take care of the output side. So these guys over here. So first I'm going to start with white, which is V negative. I'm going to connect it to pin 4 as per the circuit diagram with this white cable. Okay, so now we've got pin 4, which is V minus connected to V minus on our analog discovery with this white jumper cable. Now I need to connect this solid blue wire to pin 6 to measure the output waveform. So I'm going to use this blue jumper wire to connect from this blue over here to pin 6. Okay, so now I've got the positive side of oscilloscope 2 connected to the positive side of our output voltage. Now I need to take care of the negative side of oscilloscope 2, this blue wire with a white stripe, and that's just grounded. So again, like we did over here on our input side, I'm going to connect blue with white stripe to solid black with this black wire. Okay, back again. So all I've done is I plugged in this black jumper wire to bridge between blue with white to black, and that grounds the negative side of our oscilloscope 2.